Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show, the MRC show, of course, that never ever ends. We are here with Tier 1. We are here live, of course, in Brazil. We've just seen excitement and safety cars in the Tier 2 race, but there's already drama at Tier 1 where we have wet. It is pouring down here in the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace, aka the Interlagos circuit here in Brazil. Joining me, it is, of course, actually I do believe it's the last time this season, it is going to be my partner in crime. It is the one, the only, it is, of course, Mr. Monster. Good evening.
You forgot to get part on the podium too as well, but I'll let that slide.
Oh yeah. You got to stay modest. Got to stay modest.
Good evening, everybody. As Arthur says, welcome to Brazil, and I need to ask, because he's mentioned the Discord, Kid Dynamite, can you do my lottery numbers, please? Because he called the weather perfectly.
He did, actually. He actually did, and wow, this is really throwing a cat amongst the pigeons already. And already we've seen Queen Lizzie. He is out of the session. Not finding those intermediate tyres too nice at the moment. Very, very slippery. Now, who have we got on track? Let's have a look. We have got MTOs on an outlap. Who is the leader on the outlap? I do believe it is.
It's Hammer Ball Boy.
It is. He is the first one, and we're going to watch him on a lap. If anyone is watching, please, if you can give us a rundown of the weather forecast for the race itself, then we can try to work out who's got the dry strategy, who set up even, and who has got full wets. Well, we've just seen excitement, haven't we, already in Tier 2 with well, it's a difficult place, you'd say, to overtake, but there was plenty of it already we've seen, and I'm sure Tier 1, they never failed to deliver. I'm prepping my voice ready for this one after the last couple of weeks.
You had the vocal trainer in, have you, over the week?
Yeah, I need it. I'm going on vocal rest.
No, but as you said, it's a place you can overtake, and not to gloat, as I proved.
Yeah, where did you start?
P20.
Wow. So, 20 to second.
Yep.
Unbelievable. That's insane. So, absolute massive congratulations to you there, my friend. And
yourself. But let's focus on the main event now, the big guns.
Yep, keeping on board with the Little Alpha, as they are now being nicknamed the Little Alpha Romeo of Bald Boy. Chris Atkinson running around. Yep, down into the last corner. Yes.
Lurapel's out.
Gav. He has, yeah. Lurapel's gone outside turn 5, which is the second part of the Descida do Lago. Baldwin's going to set the opening lap time with this one on a 1:18.1. Who else have we got on laps at the moment? We have got University of Chris Bailey at 17.7. Good lap from the blowhole himself. I can't remember actually what Gav was calling him, to be honest. I know he's got a new nickname. Oh, just pips him. Just pips him. By less than 5 thousandths of a second. There it is. The man, the cocoa picker, Mr. Bergen.
Very strong race he had again in Tier 2.
He did, and it was so unfortunate, so unlucky, I think, to not have that victory. And it was just, unfortunately, when people do see back, I'm going to defend myself slightly, there was a glitch. There was a glitch, and it looked into, I think Gav's nicknamed it my corner, funny enough, and where it looked on my screen that he went straight on, and then next thing he's ghosted, but spinning next to me with contact, and it was just. And honestly, I was absolutely gutted for Bergen, because he did have an absolutely incredible race, and he did deserve it. And I think now actually the championship battle is still ongoing. It's going to go down to the wire next week. But actually, Bergen is a second quick on the second lap, and that's the thing with the Inters. They can do a couple of laps, and they will get quicker and quicker, and the trap will rubber in. He's already over a second ahead, so this is really going to put the fight to Seppi, who's putting 16.5 already. It's going to take Bergen into the 16s, you'd have to say, and it does, a 16.8. Good lap.
That's a very strong Ferrari lineup tonight.
It is. Certainly is. Always is. Always is.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Who have we got now on and out? Let's have a look at Mr. Alex Edric. He has gone purple in the middle sector so far. Do we get involved, of course, in the chat? Always here. We like to read them out at different various points in the race. And at some point, the driver of the day vote will be up there, so please don't forget to send in your votes later on as Alex pops into fifth, exactly the same time as Dean in Kid Dynamite.
Which means the fact is he goes behind because he set the lap second.
Yeah, but it's happened before where you get on top and it's a strange one. Yeah, it's a strange one.
I've just noticed something interesting.
I think I know where you're going with this, but go on.
Whether they are doing this deliberately just to play mind games with us, or they know something we don't. I spy a Ferrari and I spy an Aston Martin looking at soft tyres.
Yes. Thought you might be going on with that. Good evening, Mr. Hills. Yes, podium people, thank you very much. So far, at the minute, Steward's inquiries pending. Reese is out of the session as well. Yeah, and yes, you're right, slicks already. It does look far too wet. There's not necessarily a dry line there as yet. So, yeah, I think it's... Well, they're still sitting in the pits. They're not leaving at the moment. So,
no, I wonder if they know something we don't.
Yeah, of course. And I tell you who's... it was really unfortunate and he didn't make it to the end was, of course, our super sub, Mr. Red Car Rambo, the tyre whisperer himself. And, yeah, he's in the pits at the moment. No assists, of course. He's decided to turn them off in preparation, potentially. Ah, there we go. That's enabled. Now, this is going to make it interesting.
Whoa, McLaren's gone very wide at the... This Berg went a little bit wide. I was just checking out laps and he went right up the top of the hill.
Stefan coming out as young cow, and he went very, very squirrely up the hill. It's going to hurt him all the way to the line. But he's going to set a representative lap time at a 60. Wow! And he got squirrely, so that could have been a lot quicker.
That AlphaTauri.
There is a half second by Ugoni. Wow!
Quicker in the Iron Brewmobile.
Yeah, but Martin's right. The game does tend to look a little bit wetter than it actually is. So we're going to keep our eye on the people who are looking at those soft tyres and see when they come out. Yeah, Johnny has outspun.
There's more of them coming out now. More of them are looking at it. I see Chris Bailey looking at it, and I see Saviour looking at them too.
Yeah, Seppi's looking as well. So Chris Bailey's looking at the mediums.
Very interesting on that. Well, I wonder, as I nip quickly to have a look at the championship table, just quickly.
Yes, that is a good point.
If I may, we might have a nice little three-way look at this.
I think we are going to have... It is very, very close at the top. I do know that much. And my eyes are terrible. But, of course, we have Saviour, who hasn't had a lap time yet. He's waiting for the dry condition. It has stopped raining now. So, it won't be far off that time when they do decide to leave. SW is on. He is out on an out lap now. Now, who is also on a lap? There we go. I'll tell you what, let's follow our triple champ. And then we will see. He is going to be the first one on those soft tyres. Now, let's ride on board and let's have a look at the grip. It does look quite dry, actually. Yes, Sarge, currently sitting third in the standings. 14 points behind Stefan in second, who's also 14 points off Saviour, who hasn't set a lap as yet as well, hasn't left the pits.
Who have we got at the top of the hill that is starting the lap?
Little bit of understeer in that Ferrari as we're still on board. Lot of understeer. Look at the full lock he's having to use. There's not much grip yet on the track. He is suffering. Oh, a lot of understeer. Lots in that Ferrari. He is struggling with the grip of the front end so far. You can't even go full throttle yet through what is a Magulo. Up the hill. Oh, goes very wide. That was a bit of a strange one. Hopefully that was a little bit of a glitch that we've seen earlier, or similar to. I think I did the same actually during the race. And he does, but he does go 11. Well, it's... Yeah, he suffered a lot. There is definitely in the 10s with that. Those lap times are going to absolutely tumble. Look at that first sector from Seppi. Oh, he struggles with the understeer as well through there. It was very, very wide through turn 8. Actually didn't have a corner at turn 8.
Very planted that Ferrari.
It is, but that's still very, very wide. But that looks a lot neater, a lot more cautious, a lot more careful with it. He's still not full throttle. Oh, he is actually through the apex, through Magulio, and then into Junkao. Gets the power down nice and early, upshifts, so it doesn't get too much of the wheel spin. And now, here we go, we've had a Red Bull off, which can only be Mr. Dynamite. He's still on the inters, actually. So he's not feeling the weight enough again, and then it will 10, 4, 9, 8 for Seppi. There we are. We knew it was going to come. It was bound to happen. So let's have a look. The man who's second place in the championship on an outlap at the moment. We will come back to him. Who is on? No, Calvin has put away his Macintosh and his umbrella. Had a very difficult race, unfortunately, last time out in Tier 2. Had a lot of pace.
10-0 for Sarge.
Wow, there we go. 2 laps on the softs, but maybe hoping for an earlier safety car. But yeah, 10, well, we said there was going to be time, but didn't expect there to be that much time. Wow.
Yeah. I've just come across an interesting thought. The 3 guys who went out on intermediate, who went out the session on intermediates and didn't set a lap, they're going to have completely fresh tyres for the whole race.
They are.
So that's going to be something to keep an eye on, those 3.
And they're very fast people. Liverpool recently has been ridiculously quick in MRCX on a Friday. Reese has been looking strong, and Liz is a decent driver in his own right as well. So, yeah, so Calvin 6 seconds up on his previous time because of those drying conditions, which you can see now is pretty much bone dry. He gets the run up to the line, and what do we see? With 10-0 into second. Wow!
Is that the same?
Is that the same Calvin? I'm sure Calvin's Tier 3.
Of a second. I thought it was the same time as Sarge.
Yeah, 600ths of a second, Calvin, and he showed great pace yesterday. He showed fantastic pace yesterday in practice. As we rider look to ball by there we go, into the 1.9s now. There we are. We're getting down there. We are getting there, folks. And then we're going to be on board safely. 8s now. This is now the track is really trying now, isn't it? This has got to be the right part of the track at the right time. We're on board with our championship leader. And it seems to have a good bit of front end in that Alpine at the moment. So let's have a look and see how he gets on with this lap here. Martin, he's had a few bad luck this week. 2 DNFs in the last 2 rounds. Yeah, left him a little bit further adrift of J. Sarge and Stefano, who've had a few ups and downs themselves, you'd have to say, in the last couple of rounds.
Sector for Saviour.
Yeah. Calvin has gone quicker. Yeah. So maybe time to go and strap on some boots. Well, we're going to see the 7s very, very shortly. And are we going to see them now? Oh, an 8-0 from Saviour.
Just. Oh, these guys are now flexing on us now.
They are. What was the pole time in Tier 2? I actually can't remember.
I don't know.
I think it was a 7.6. I think it was a 7.6 by Mr.
So remember your own pole time?
I was second. He beat me by about 10th and a bit, or maybe 2/10 he beat me by.
I'm still a bit annoyed I invalidated my last lap. I could have been 6th or 7th.
Yeah, Bergen popped it into P4 as well. Tell you what, Bergen for Tier 1 has still got some kind of thing going. I know we don't like to talk about that little fan club. It'll annoy the Mr. Banshee, who is now back. But, you know, we've got Calvin in there. Absolutely great so far, currently in 5th. And then we've also got Ryan running with no assists, of course, on his outlap. I think he's just going to do 1. There we are, the 7. 7. Told you we're going to be there. There's Alex in there with that.
Alpine 1-2 at the minute.
Yep, 107.6, Martin. Yep, thank you for that. And already we're beating it. Joni beats it with a 7.5. Wow. We are going to see these lap times tumble now, folks, in the last 3.5 minutes of the session.
He's coming in.
He's not. He's just taking a nice tight line, trying to get as much speed and cut everything out as much as he can. So let's have a look. What can our own Nico Hulkenberg do around there? A little bit twitchy through the second part of the centre S's, through Curva de Sol, down the Retta Raposta, into the Cido do Lago, which is turn 4. We're on board with that, and now then turn 5 runs a little wide, just allowed it to ride that white line really nicely. No name for this straight, but then we're into turn 6, which is Fedura, into 7 Curva do La Rangina. Oh, we'll probably pronounce that one. Into turn 8, and then into 9 Pierre Helino. which is here, turn 9. Nice little corner, this one. I quite like this one. And then up through into the little kink into 10, which is the Pico de Pato, or Pate, we're going to call it. As Gatien, I might just got unsighted a little bit by Gatien through Magulo into the last corner. Technically, Junkao, which is turn 12, but we actually have turn 13 here. No name again. Up through the Kellogg's boxes, as has been named the Sabida's boxes, and then 15 as well. This is actually a corner, which is Akibankadas. I think I probably spelled that wrong as well. 9-7, good, actually, really good lap actually. No assist as well, learning with that, so very, very good. That's right on board with, of course, Mr. J. Still suffering with that understeer, looks like, in that Ferrari through turn 4.
It's about half a second up, but is he
just seems to be suffering a little bit. I don't know if he's looking to keep on with what he's like with heavy fuel. But no, see, Seppi's, wow, 5,000, exactly 500, sorry, of a second behind Johnny, but Johnny currently provisional pole man as it stands. Saviour and Stefan are back out on track, first and second respectively in the championship, and he's 2 seconds up. We could see really good lap time. This will be in the 1 minute 7s. Are we going to see a new provisional pole man from the reigning champ? Or are we going to see him pop up into at least into the top 5? What's he do? Third with that one.
7-6, but is he going to go again?
It's potential to do it. Only got 40% ERS, though. He's invalidated. That's just Sarge will be done for this session. He won't. He's only got a minute left, and he's going to have to recharge and get some keep those tyres as well. But let's have a look. Who have we got? We have got Saviour, who has invalidated as well.
It's very easy to do at the NRS.
It is, but I wonder if he's got enough time to go around. He's turned his ERS off, as Mr. Bohol himself has popped it into 6 little.
He's going to be pushing it.
Yeah, he will do a little bit. We'll save it to get round, but let's have a look. What can Mr. Blowhole do himself?
And that Williams.
He was a little bit down on his previous time. I think he's bailed on that one. That's his session done. So I tell you what, Alex is the next one. There's Dynamite. I don't think Dynamite's going to get round. He's only come out of turn 5 into 6, but Alex is going to have plenty of time to get out there. Question is, will Saviour get round? Let's just have a quick look. Where is Saviour? Oh, this is going to be tight with Saviour. We are going to come back to Alex very briefly. Just want to see, can Saviour get across the line? Can he get a lap underway? He does manage to get a lap underway. Wow, 2 seconds before the checkered flag arrives in the first person. Well, Dynamite, as Ballboy pops it into 7th. Well, let's have a look at Alex. He's a 10th and a half up already. Let's have a quick flick down. How's Saviour doing through Sector 1? He's a 10th up as well through that. So we're going to see a few drivers potentially challenging for pole position. Let's go back to Alex, see how he's getting on through 7, through into 8. No name drops it into 2nd to get the car rotating. Shift into 3rd, which you can use to just let the car ride round. Wow, really got the power down. Drifting. Brazilian drifting. Round.
So he's looking planted as well.
Yeah, you keep an eye on that one for us. And he's lost a little bit of time in the middle sector as Alex rides the curb. It's potential to do that. You can do that a little bit. Saviour 410. This is going to put him right within the pole shout of this. He's got to be pushing because wow. As Alex comes across with a 7-6. Let's go back to Saviour's going to be next across the line. What can he do? He goes 7-5. He's 5th. Oof. And I tell you what, we missed him on stream. And I do apologise to the man because he's put it on pole position here in Brazil. Johnny in the McLaren with a 1.70. Nearly 5/10 of a second ahead of J. Sarge, who did get it into 2nd. He's used 3 laps though on those softs. That might hurt him in the first stint. And then Stefan in 3rd. 3,000ths of a second ahead of Seppi SW in 4th. Saviour in 5th. Only 5,000ths further back as well from that. And we'll come back to the rest of the top 10. Wow.
Oh, Zach Brown will be really happy with that.
Yeah, Dean's mentioned that he accidentally went out on the inters and stopped to get another lap in on the softs. So that's really unlucky. For Dynamite. Still 7th. Still 7th. Still can't be too disheartened with that, my friend. So there we are. Joni takes pole. J. Sarge is in 2nd. Stefan in 3rd. Seppi in 4th. Saviour 5th. Alex in 6th. Dynamite there. Dean didn't get that extra lap in. Is in 7th. Still a very, very good lap time. Chris Ballista Blowhole Bailey is in 8th. Ball Boy is in 9th. I'm going to call him Afro from now on. Just, why not? In his little Alpha. G-Star is in 10th. They will have to start on the soft tyres. And Free Choice will be the Slave in 11th. Gatjan in 12th. Bergen in the other McLaren 13th. Scratch, Kareem Benzema in 14th. Mr. Rambo in 15th. 16th is, I think that's MTO, it is. And then we'll catch up with the rest. Oh, didn't actually set a lap time. Leverpelt, Reese, and Licious V. Queen Lizzie did not get that lap time in. Well, so we have sun. We do have dry conditions. So this is going to be interesting to see who managed to look at that.
Save some tyres.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep an eye on the 11th downwards because I want to check if any of these guys are watching the Tier 2 race.
Well, I'm sure it was Foxy Bingo, wasn't it, that got the unbelievable start?
Yes, but what I'm watching is the fact is if anyone was watching anything for strategy.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting one. I actually don't know what happened with some people's strategies, to be honest. I think the medium tyres got really lucky and got that safety car absolutely to perfection.
Well, I made the mediums go about 20 laps in the first stint.
Oh.
So I wanted to see if anyone's taken a leaf out of Tier 2.
So let's have a look. We have the Slayer Bergen, Queen Benzema, Mr. MTO, Liverpool and Reese all starting on the medium tyres, everyone else on the softs. So a lot more on the mediums, a lot more on that alternate strategy.
It's doable. If you can get them long enough, you can do a one-stop.
Yeah, you certainly can.
Easy.
And Martin, turn your heaving heads up, my friend. Turn them up. Because to be fair, I did have a word with our Mr. Banshee earlier on, and he did mention Martin has got thunderstorms there in the hilly Andorran mountains. And
shocking,
yeah,
isn't it?
I know. People have all the bad luck, don't they? But he's struggling to hear probably because he mentioned he's got thunderstorms. Yeah. Turn it up loud, because the excitement is not far away from this one. We know how exciting Tier 1 have been. We know how good they've been. They've even got the Hodgie Howler. Will they do it again? Well, more than likely. We had it in Monzo, and the last lap was just absolutely incredible. If you have not seen it, folks, find it on our YouTube channel. Not now, later. Do not go anywhere, because we will have
main event.
You certainly have. That's the best way to describe it. Well, no, I thought our event was pretty damn good.
Yeah. The sub-main event.
Here we are. There are all the drivers lining up on the grid. It was a good showing from the Ferrari boys, 2nd and 4th on the grid. Then you got the Alpines 5th and 6th as well. But in respect to the championship, we've got Xavier in 5th, Stefan there in 3rd, J Sarge there in 2nd place. And I know there are a few more drivers. Sorry, I do apologise. I have not mentioned you. But we will come to that in a little while. The Hodgie Howler. Yeah, well, we've got the Banshee Scream, and we've got to have the Hodgie Howler at some point. But let's wait. We're going to have to ride on board with the Johnny as the lights go out, and away we go. Johnny gets a good start first. Jesar's going to travel. He's not into turbo. Jesar's going to have a look at the inside already to Johnny, and he makes the move to side-by-side corner to the second part of Center S's. And Jesar has to give the move. He's going to have Johnny gets sideways. Nearly takes J Sarge with it to back out a little bit. Is J Sarge going to have the run? And then is he going to have a look into the turn 4? He's on the outside. Where's his teammate behind? Steffi just going up. But Johnny's going wide. J Sarge going to have a room. He's alongside going down the straight out of 5. This is going to be so tight into 6. I'm holding my breath. J Sarge holding it. It has to back out. Fantastic racing. Where's Steffi? Is further back. And what's happened further down, Mr. Monster?
I can just having a quick check through everyone's. I can't see any damage on any cars, but I'll have a quick scan. Sure. We've only had 3 corners, and you're already out of breath.
Yes, a little bit. Didn't expect it to be that soon. Not gonna lie. Burke Calvin's had a monster start from 17th up 5 spots into 12th already. What a fantastic start Ryan, unfortunately, has lost to Licious. Liverpool and Reese are all having a battle in 18th, 19th, 20th. And Licious may have had a little bit of a moment. But up front, we have got Ujoni trying to scamper away in the McLaren from those prancing horses further back. And Mr. Hills, how very dare you? I have a very sound reputation, I'll have you know. Now then, what have we got further down? Exactly.
We keep this PG.
Yeah. No, we never do that in MRC. We come with a... Well, I wouldn't even say it's a Peggy 18. It's a Peggy ET, I would say. There's some of the stuff Mr. Banshee comes out with. But I tell you what, Alex has now jumped his teammate, which is key for the championship. In the long run, only 14 points across Jets, I'd say, in second, and LL has dropped a place to the other Ferrari. The line, he's now in fourth. A little bit squirrely again.
I wonder if Alex may let Xavier through at one point.
Yeah, but we'll see when things start calming down. Seppi got a little bit wide and a little bit squirrely coming out to jump out. So is he going to be hampered? He seems to have good traction though, and then DRS is now enabled on this lap, folks. So we're going to see many overtakes. It is very, very powerful. It is 2 DRS zones, one after the other. And we have seen many overtakes in the Tier 2. But there we go, J-Sarge already with the DRS down into turn 4. Is he going to make a move on it? Jody pulls out alongside him. Jody just gives him room. Is he going to keep it just about enough room? That was very good racing between the two. Oh, that could have ended both races early, and that was very good. But then we've also got Seppi Fur just behind them. In that, we've got a DRS train all the way down to G-Star in 10th, with Calvin now up past the Slayer. Bergen's having a bit of a mare down in 14th, and he had a cracking race. I'm sure he'll come back though. Calvin just dropping off the back of G-Star slightly, who G-Star again having a fantastic season in MRCX in the latter stages, really putting the fight to Liverpool, Xavier and myself actually with that. So Calvin's going to be trying to push because the DRS is very powerful. Are we going to see J Sarge into turn 1? He pulls out alongside. Thank you, sayonara, see you later, and he is through. Goes a little bit wide in the first part of the race. He's going to hamper him to turn 2. Johnny's going to get the run through 3, and he's going to have the DRS as well. Is it going to be role reversal? We're going to see a switcheroo. Johnny J Sarge has gone very deep, and then Johnny sweeps around the outside into turn 4.
Now I wonder if he's going to try and get him into turn 1. If Sarge gets him in Johnny into turn 1, he's got to defend turn 4.
He does. Which he did, but he made his move, he made it clear, and which is very sensible and what you're supposed to do. And but you still got I think his teammate's going to play rear gun, you'd have to say. Licious gets a time penalty, but he's hanging on the back of Reese, which is really good for him. And now we've got Calvin's, it's just hanging outside that DRS, going to be pushing hard. Gatian's having a little bit of a battle. He's 1.4, but the gap's opening further down the field, but still top 10, all within the DRS of each other. All very close. Actually, I'm interested to see this. Let's just have a quick look. 12 seconds separates the field, and we're going to lap 5. Now, JSS didn't make a move into turn 1. Is he going to try and get the run through the second set nurses, through the curb with Dassault? Oh, first call
3 wide, 2-3 wide going to turn 1, right at the back of the field.
They're having a good battle, and Ryan's unfortunately dropped down to the back of the field at the moment. He's not going to be happy with that one. As J Sarge, let's have a quick look at the telemetry, folks, because wrong one. There it is. Yeah, J Sarge pushing so hard, 11% left on his DRS, 38 for Ujoni, and it doesn't recharge very well round here, does it?
There's not many heavy braking zones, is there? Really?
Not really. Yeah, very difficult to get it to recharge, but you'll be keeping it in the middle sector, using it to launch an attack. Well, Seppi will be using it to keep tabs, you'd have to say. But it is early stages, so gloves are off. No team orders as of yet, and I'm sure there will be potentially later on. But Seppi's still got a job to do. Still got a championship to gain his places. As J Sarge, he's going to have a look at the turn 1. Not close enough. Usually DRS is a lot more powerful than that, but Johnny seems to have that straight line pace, and that's the thing with the difference in setups around here. Do you go for the middle sector, or do you go for this outright straight line pace? As Johnny went defensive, he's gone to the outside. Just that's still not close enough. That shows that McLaren really has some serious straight line pace.
Dynamite and Saviour wheel to wheel. Going up the hill.
Yeah, get rid of that now, and we're going to get rid of that one. So we get a bit more action that we can see now.
God, they're still going wheel to wheel.
We're going to cut back to that one. Johnny got a little bit squirrely through the middle set, a little bit wide. It's going to allow J Sarge right up his chuff, and I think he just tried to have a little bit of luck into what is turn 10, the Bigot de Pato, or the Pate corner. And then he's coming out into Junção. Is he going to have the runner? Johnny seems to be pushing, really but look at this, J Sarge right under his rear wing. Johnny seriously gets the drive though. Pulls out a couple of car lengths, but look at this. Right under his rear wing, surely he's going to get the job done. The red light flashing again on Jay's side. He's not going to have that, but look at the other Ferrari. Is the other Ferrari going to have another look as well as he does? It's a double overtakes as Johnny goes from first to third, and he gets a 3-second penalty for his worries. He's got the AlphaTauri now to worry about, which is Stafford. This is crucial for the championship, where Johnny goes right to the inside, nearly on the grass. Is he going to make a move into turn 4, the side by side? Oh, there's a bit of contact, there's big contact! Simmy's gone round!
Oh, I had a beautiful helicopter shot for that.
Oh, we got a distant one. We didn't get that, but that's, oh my days, it looks like they're just 2 into 1, doesn't go. And it's only lap 7 and they've made me have a Hodgie Howler twice.
I'll need to pipe up a little bit more, but this is big though. This is big though. Sarge has lost his rear gunner.
Yeah, he has, but and that's helped save you. Get that place back up to 6. But we've still got this DRS train as Calvin now really dropping off the back, unfortunately, from G-Star. Hopefully Seppi hasn't got any damage now. He comes back on in 11th as J Sarge is pitted very early, but he did do 3 laps on that quali run.
SW's pitting as well, so the Ferraris may have to double stack.
Yeah, but hopefully there's enough of a gap between them.
Oh, there's a country mile.
Yeah, all good for them. But now let's have a look. Let's have a look at our championship leader hustling the back, actually being hustled himself by the Afro man in his little Alfa Romeo. Through turn 4, up to 5, 6 we go, and 7 once more. Easy to lose the rear end and end up careering into a very concrete wall. Very large, very concrete, very hard, and that is normally game over. But Saviour, for all the time he's having to defend, is losing track from the Dynamite man himself up ahead. Hopefully he can keep within his DRS for his sake, and that will allow him to just keep Mr. Afro behind that much longer. But Saviour seems to be set up really well for the middle set to pull that gap back a touch, but so did the top 4, you must say.
Definitely.
As Johnny's pitted, he's responded to J Sarge, who's come out down in 19th place. That's how close the field is.
He's in some very clear track though. He's already coming up the hill. Yeah,
he's already on the, unfortunately, getting closer and closer to Mr. Lambo. As there he is, the Afro man is also pitted as well. But yeah, LOL. This is key for the championship though.
Passes around. Red car.
Running that no assist. Yep.
It's one more free position.
But I'll tell you what, that undercut has worked.
Johnny's out behind the Haas.
Yeah, but he's lost about 1.5 seconds, if not more, to J Sarge. With that, the undercut does work round here. It is very, very powerful. The extra grip you seem to get for the traction zones really helps, and there is a lot of traction zones here. Not, as you mentioned there, Andrew, not so much heavy braking, but a lot of traction zones to get the power down, and you don't want that rear end squirreling around like a hula dancer or samba dancer, I think it is in Brazil.
Yes, I think that'd be a little bit more colloquial. We've got Dynamite.
He certainly is. He's having to go, but DRS as well for Alex. Who's going to have the pace? Who's going to be latest of the late breakers? And it does seem to just be the Red Bull, and he takes second spot. He's going to be chasing down the lane. He's going to have DRS yet again. There it is. The letterbox opens there. on the Red
Alex
Bull
is.
with the Alpine as well. Saviour's dropped it nearly 2 seconds behind his teammate now after that little battle that he was having early on with the Afro man.
I wonder if he's just biding his time, keeping his own race going at the minute. He doesn't have to do anything silly.
Yeah, but we have got LRL only 14 points behind him in the championship. This could really pay dividends. So let's have a look.
Just barely 3 seconds.
Yeah, there's a few drivers now. Licious V was the first one to get it. Joni then got it, and now Mr. Blowhole has got another penalty.
It's easy to do around here.
It is, yes, it very, very much is. Thank you, and I were on 2 warnings. We were one of the few not to get one, luckily.
Yeah, I still don't know how we did it.
No, neither do I. But we've actually got in 4th place in the standings Mr. Dynamite himself. So keeps on this pace. He is really going to be in with a shout as Alex does now pit. Let's have a quick look at the tyres. Because, yeah, the top 8 it's going to be. Currently it's going to change as the 2 drivers in the pits are on the soft tyres. So they may just start dropping off in a lap or two's time. J-Sarge, they're on those fresh softs. So J-Sarge going for the 2-stop strategy, going soft, potentially medium, hoping for a safety car in the middle of this race to strap those mediums on. Aggressive. Yeah, he could be, definitely.
He's got to play it carefully now with this traffic going 3 wide, going into turn 4.
Yeah, we're going to leave this battle for now.
Round.
I did see somebody who was at... Oh, it is Liverpool. He's got no wing on the Haas. Liverpool's round.
On the inside, turn 4.
Easily done.
Himself for that.
Yep, easily done. I mean, he's got the 3-second penalty. He was up into 15th. Hasn't stopped just yet. Ryan having an unfortunate one at the moment, the other Haas driver, and then we've got J Sarge sighing his way through the field, those fresh soft tyres. Use them to use, and who's that that's gone round in the background? Is it Alex? It's not Alex. Who is that? That's the Slayer. It's gone round. It is, and those mediums are going to be cooking and dusting away as he goes through Young Cow and down the hill and up the hill as well. Calvin's decided he's had enough of those soft tyres as well. He's now pitted, now in 8th spot himself. J Sarge back up. I tell you what, this is going to be major for the championship because the gaps that he is cutting through the field and is quicker than the top, well, now top 7 you'd have to say, and that's going to really hamper those guys on the later strategy. I mean, there's still a 1-stop is possible, not for J Sarge, so you know, all to play for. We'll keep an eye on these strategies. Anything is possible.
Well, the interesting thing is Sarge is only 15 seconds off the lead now, and how long is it for a pit stop here? About 19 seconds?
It's 20, well, I think it's 20 exactly in the pits, but then you've got the very tricky, very bumpy exit of the pits, which you'd have to say adds a couple of seconds on top of that as well.
Fair enough. But I'm just keeping an eye to something as well, as we've got LRL is into the pits.
Yeah, and G starts having a go. Our championship leader under DRS and makes the move into turn 1. But this is, I'm just seeing Fridays. This is just Friday all over again. And they're just, you know, just having a little bit of a warm up. Liz gets a second penalty as there we go. That was actually finally the first time the diffuser camera worked a little bit, and there Xavier makes it back into turn 4. Wow. Uses the slipstream and the DRS to great effect, but used a lot of his DRS. That Alpine red light is flashing away as we're going to cut down who we've got battling now. Kareem Benzema on the used medium tyres hasn't made a pit stop yet. It's just going to be passed by Joni, who's 1.6 seconds behind the, well, you'd have to say the de facto race leader at the moment, Mr. J Sarge.
Yeah. But the person I'm keeping an eye on at the minute is another Mercedes. I'm keeping an eye on Reese. He's keeping it clean, keeping it out of trouble for now, and he's still on the mediums from the start. So he keeps it going for these next few laps. He could hit for softs and go to the end. So he could be a dark horse for this still yet.
Yep, Kid Dynamite is now pitted as well from the lead of this race. He will come out behind Reese, behind Sarge, behind Ujoni, behind LRL as there it is, Scratch is now pitted as well. LRL makes it down into turn 1. This is going to be quite close to Dynamite, you'd have to say. Dynamite's on the inside, but he's going to, Stefan's going to have the speed, the overspeed. As there you can see on the inside, the Red Bull just comes into view, and LRL comes out back ahead of the Red Bull. Let's have a look. MTO, he's been pushing hard, light flashing as well. This is kind of calmed down. There's a lot of close gaps, but it has calmed down a bit as we go through this pit stop phase.
I was going to say, I think that's a bit of a relief for you, isn't it? It's calmed down.
Yeah, a little bit. And rightly so. If you check the description votes, just check the description. There is the link to go to the driver of the day vote. So the voting will close. I don't know. I think it's end of the race. Oh, no, it closes tomorrow, doesn't it? The driver of the day vote.
Yeah, it normally does.
Yeah. So if you're not watching us live, don't panic, and you want to vote, you still can until I think it's 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. I could be wrong. UK time.
I'll have a double check.
We'll go back to that.
Keeping an eye on the top two at the minute.
Yeah, they're still having a little ding dong of their own, but we've got the Afro Man, the blowhole, and we need something for Mike. But Mike, battling.
Well. He's up there. He's fighting pretty well as well against Gatian.
He is, yeah, he's really caused that gap down. Has the cockle picker, but look at this, Chris Bailey pulls the inside. Both red lights flashing away in the ERS, but the DRS though helps the blowhole get through MTO as the Afro Man in the background goes very, very wide. Let's have a look back up to Bergen. The current lead McLaren, although has not made a pit stop yet, started on those medium tyres, and he is on the back of the Gatian. And well, both on the mediums. And I tell you what, Gatian and Savage G start all going really long with these soft tyres. So maybe potentially one stop, I think, maybe to mediums they're going to be trying to push. I think it was Mr. Olek. It was Olek that tried it. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. Two of the soft tyre winners have already bailed on them. And that's kind of saved, you'd have to say, saved Bergen a little bit. I mean, I'm sure you'd want to get the move done. There you go, Dynamite, fresh tyres. Absolutely pushing hard. A 9.4, really good lap from him.
I'm going to keep an eye on Reese and Bergen. If they can make these go another few laps, and as I said, with the safety, if there's a possible safety car and they can get onto softs, both of them will be laughing.
We've said that word a few times, or two words, a few times now. Do you think if we say it any more, it's going to happen? It usually does. If we say something, there is a usual curse somewhere among the lines there.
Is this MRC or Beetlejuice?
Bit of both. It is a mix-up, is what we're calling it.
They've kept this quite clean, this race, actually.
Well, you know what, that was my point of that. We're 16 laps in, we have all drivers still running, a few spinners, a few bits of damage. We've seen Liverpool with no wing. We have seen one of the Aston Martins go for spinning top, and Dynamite now gets past Stefan, which is key. Do not forget, folks, that is key. They are on the same strategy. Dynamite pitted a lap later than LRL and used those fresher tyres to great extent, but he's going to be under pressure once more. That is not a good camera angle. Neither is that. Come on. Don't forget, folks, if you have pre-ordered F1 2022, you will be able to download it and play from 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I hope you booked the days off work.
I didn't.
I have a day off on Tuesdays. Mine will be downloaded and I will be on that in the afternoon. But hopefully, in terms of broadcasting, what we can bring you all the action. Not only will the cars be able to follow even closer and not be affected by the dirty air, but also we will hopefully have more immersive broadcasting and camera angles to bring you to live with all of the action. Don't forget, it can always be here on our YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share it on your social medias, folks. Share it on your Facebooks. Share it on your Instagrams, your Twitters, your LinkedIns, your MySpaces, and My Face, and not My Face. That's probably the wrong thing, especially with blowhole racing. Wrong thing. But I tell you what, he took those to the 18th lap, 2 stars, so that's pretty good going. That's Reese is now taking over the lead from Bergen.
Some really good fresh tyres in the end of the race.
He is. I tell you one thing though, Johnny is on the mediums, Sarge is on the softs. Now Johnny is hustling.
Sarge needs that safety car.
I think he's going to have to, yeah. And look at that red light flashing. We know he's been him and Ryan are very favourable in terms of using the ERS.
It's more like
As
Candyman.
Martin mentions, it is more like Candyman than Beetlejuice. I don't know how you dare. He knows we can't reach him. He's high up in the Andorra Mountains. We can't reach him.
Anyone got a pair of bombers on speed dial? Flame bombers, but we'll see. Another penalty.
Yeah, this is 3 and 9 seconds now, I do believe. But again, there's a lot that people are doing. Other drivers reasonably penalty free so far. Saviour's on the back of Mr. Blowhole. We're going to have a quick look as he gets the run up the hill. Is Mr. Blowhole going to have the straight line speed? He was very, very quick yesterday in practice, but so is Saviour. There we go, Chris Bailey. In answer to the question is flashing away down the straight. You don't do that too much. But Saviour not close enough this time on Bailey. A little bit of a lock-up, going to send him a little bit wide. But who's going to have the run through the second part, the centre west, round the kill with yourself. And now Chris Bailey already the red light flashing. Saviour's going to see that and go, yes please, thank you very much, as he pulls alongside the Williams and already ahead into the braking zone and makes that move stick.
Dynamite's round.
Oh my days, he's gone to the top of the hill.
There's a bit of contact, I think, with a Ferrari.
That would have.
Sure.
Oh, don't know that he was racing J Sarge actually.
It was very tight between those three.
Yeah, it was. He's lost about seven and a bit seconds as well. Hopefully he has not got any damage. Doesn't look like there's any damage, but he's come out ahead of Saviour. Again, one of his championship rivals. So this is going to be interesting. They're all very close. Not scoring huge points, but J Sarge is up there. He's going to have the DRS. Oh, new Joni, who's also in LOL. Stefan's looking very good. There we go, he pits. J Sarge has now decided is the time to stop on the set of have to be medium tyres. Let's have a quick look at these tyres and see what happens. He did do 11 laps on them, so fair play. Riesenbergen's still the only ones left to pit in this race.
Traffic, though.
Well, the biggest gap is Queen Liz. He's gone on the hard compound tyres actually, trying to do the one stopper. Interesting.
It's doable with those tyres, but they are going to be slow.
It is, and if we look at the track map, the amount of cars in that, almost like the first sector, is definitely more than half the field.
Ferraris are stuck in that.
Yeah, they are. They certainly are. Seppi on 11 laps on his medium tyres, down in 14th spot, but we're going to keep our eyes on this battle. This is Alex with Dynamite, with Saviour, all in close company as... it's very, very squiggly. So does Saviour, both Alpines. Very, very squiggly, pushing hard.
Hello, their wings.
Well, yeah. We will see down the straight. Alex has been quick down that straight. This just gets another penalty. Let's have a look back on board, and we're going to see Dynamite get closer, all the way down into the first corner of the centre west. But is he close now? I'll tell you what, again, Alpine, you're right about those wings. Very good, straight line speed.
He's eyeing up that Mercedes.
Oh, and Alex now gets it. He won very wide through 2, very wide through 3, and that's allowed Dynamite. He's going to go, thank you very much, seizes the opportunity. And does he have DRS? He does have DRS. Now is he good? Alex going to be at mercy to his teammate? Not this time around, but Alex seems to be struggling on those tyres. 5 laps fresher for Saviour, and he's flashing.
Will there be any team orders coming in at Alpine?
I'll tell you something else that's a little bit interesting.
And that would be?
Cloudy. It has clouded over again.
It's been a very changeable weather circuit as Brazil since it's changed its spot in the calendar.
Yeah, very true.
Because it used to be the second round of the season in March, I believe, early April.
Yes, it would be. Yes, yeah, it would be early April. Yeah.
Now it's gone over to. Now it's pretty much one of the last rounds of the championship.
Yeah, it is. We've
seen some. Is it this spring when the race is around?
I'm not good at geography. Mr. Hills is watching. I'm sure he will fill us in on that one and correct us. I think you're probably Southern Hemisphere. You're probably not a million miles away. Yeah, from that one, I think you're right.
As I know, it's normally.
There's our Saviour's got the run on Alex, who did just get DRS, but Saviour's going to be using the rest of his ERS. That's very low as well at the moment. But Saviour makes the move with his teammate. Alex goes wide again, really starting to suffer on those tyres. Saviour probably could take those to the end of seeing Riesenberg and just keep on going.
Yeah, they're just going.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Perez all race these two have.
As J. Sarge is having a fight with Bergen, makes a move. Blummin' heck, he moves it up to the hill, but Bergen's got to try and fight him back, going into the middle, set to the tight and twisty. As he kept managed to keep ahead, J. Sarge is not giving this up. He's got a championship to fight. Well, there's contact as well with Calvin. Calvin has to give the place up. I think Calvin will still be reasonably happy with that. Went toe to toe with the champ. He is tier 3 after all, Calvin. That's not to take anything away from Calvin, of course. Anyone in tier 3, he did give him a very good run. But again, we've got more little battles through the field. We've got the top 2. We've got 3 and 4 in close quarters. We've got 6 and 7 close quarters. And then this battle, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And then we've got 12, 13, 14 in close. There's little bits going on, little bits going on as G starts having a little bit of a sneaky look at Bailey through turn 3, trying to stick his nose in, gets the run. Who's going to get boxed in? Who's going to be able to make the move? Is anyone going to have a go into turn 4 to the knot? Dynamite's now got a penalty. That's huge.
A thought's just come into my head.
That's scary.
Yeah, I know. As you mentioned about the fact that it's clouded over again, I'm wondering with Reese and Bergen, have they seen that it's going to probably start raining in a bit?
Well, they get the weather forecast. Yeah, they get the weather forecast. We don't. So that's the interesting bit. Is something going to happen? Are they going to try to eke it and think, okay, Inters are going to be needed? No, Reese is gone. Bergen's gone with him. You what? Well, we jinxed it.
That's what I was thinking, because. Were they going to like a possible rain shower?
We've got 12 laps left, and 12 laps on the soft tyres. We'll still have plenty of grip left at the end. And then
and both of these two are going to be flying.
Yeah, they certainly are. We're not going to skip away from this battle yet. We have still got plenty to go on. It's going to be interesting. Will O'Joni be able to take him to the end? Will LLL be able to take his to the end? Will Alex be able to take his to the end? As we've still got Bailey and G-Star going wheel to wheel through turn 4. But Bailey's really pushing hard. They're both flashing with ERS. Let's have a quick look and see. 59 for G-Star, able to just harvest and save it as much as he can. It's obviously really well set up, and then just gets the DRS to help pull him along.
Scratch went very wide. Sarge designing him up around the outside. Not really an overtaking spot there.
No, if he can on the inside, he's going to have a look. But Scratch goes very wide again.
No, he's got to worry about this. Reese is right on the tail as well.
Wow, look at that from Sarge on the outside.
That's brave.
Wow. That is brave. Really got the run, used a little bit of his ERS, and then just went, yep, thank you kindly, see you later. And then Reese also on the back now of his teammate. Scratch is flashing away. But Scratch is still going to be pushing hard.
Yeah, I'll let him through a little bit.
But look at this, he's going to go for J. Sarge as well. He's going to have a look, not this time around. J. Sarge goes wide, he's still got his teammate to contend with as well, who's not giving up, and Scratch then goes across the second corner. I think Reese really got...
Reese is going to be upset. Reese is going to be a bit angry at that.
I think he will. I think he's going to be a little bit upset. He might have thought he could have had a move. As look at this, so Scratch is having a go. He is, and Scratch has had to go very, very wide. And Scratch and Kareem Benzema's going wheel to wheel up the hill. We've seen Sarge strong up here. They're still touching a little bit. Oh, the Ferrari still gives him room. Wow, what a good move on the inside. Just Sarge gets a penalty. So just got the corner. Oh, look at that then. There you look at this. This is going on. This is all going off. And Reese, he's had to back off. And now he's got Bergen again for company. These two have been glued nose to tail all race.
Both on fresh softs.
Yeah, he's going to be hampering. He's going to be screaming at Scratch to get out the way.
I think I can hear Toto screaming down the radio at Scratch.
Yeah, but this has got Bergen in company. He has? Yeah, he's done 60 laps on those mediums, unlike him. But look at this. Is he going to go? Oh, Reese has had to back out of it. He tried to go the long way round and he couldn't do it, but Scratch has now got past. This is big for Reese now. He needs to get past. Where is J. Sarge? J. Sarge has had to give up 2 spots, but Scratch is now going to have no DRS down the straight. Reese is going to have a go, but J. Sarge looking back with Bergen as well. Scratch has gone defensive. For J. Sarge going on the outside, is Bergen going to have a look in this Scratch defensive? That's really helping. Look at this Bergen. Bergen's got past Sarge. And he's running on the outside of Charisma. Is he going to have a look? And he runs wide. But let's have a look. Who's going to scratch? Is J. Sarge going to have a go? Bergen runs very, very wide. Still runs wide. Sarge is going to have a look. Is he going to? It's going to turn to a left-hander. Oof.
Sublime. Absolutely sublime.
Oof, that was a lot of, I'll just have a little nosy into that one, and then, no, maybe I won't, and all very fair, all the while, after holding, you would have to say, Reese up for a lap or so, Scratch is now playing a good rear gunner. But I think he's going to be at the mercy as well outside, as Licious has now retired from the session, and there is
safety car.
Full safety car, and that is just time. Scratch has just dived into the pit.
I don't blame him. Sarge staying out on those mediums.
He's lost it at a very strange spot. Oh, he's gone already. We didn't actually see that. Oh, Chris Bailey's got a penalty. Well, what's going to be interesting now? The leader is just coming into turn 8. Who's going to pit, or are they going to stay out and get that track position? We're going to have about maybe 6 racing laps, you'd have to say, after this.
6 or 7, yeah, give or take. Who's got the fresh softs left for this one?
Yeah. Oh, we've seen... Well, I think we're just waiting now with bated breath. Who decides to stay? And now Chris, even under safety car, gets a 3-second penalty. Now there's 3, but no,
stays out.
Stefan stays. What's Dynamite going to... Dean decides to pit. Xavier pits. Alex... He still can pit. He's got 5 seconds. He does pit, so that's fine. He's not going to get held up by his teammate in that one at all. G-Star pits.
Martin's in.
Gatian pits as well. Reese stays out, of course. He's only done 2 laps with Bergen.
These two are going to be interesting to keep an eye on.
They really are.
The end of this.
And I tell you what, it depends who else is going to go through. Well, Joni's going to go through, and actually he's only just pitted as well. This is going to be close with Reese, Bergen, Dynamite, and all the guys on fresh softs, and it's going to be very, very close. What's going to be interesting is the guys exiting the pit lane are coming out alongside of Joni, and who's going to get the place? Oh, Dynamite just... Xavier's going to be kicking himself. That's going to hurt.
You know what it's time for?
Yes. Well, I haven't actually got any safety car. I never get safety car chat, and I don't know why. I should know this by now. I was
having another thought for one. Did I?
Well, we went through the numbers last time.
I'm going to say this one because of the track we're at. Best memory from the Brazilian Grand Prix. I've got 2, and I think a few people might agree with me.
My 2 are Lewis's first championship.
That was one of mine.
And my second was Senna's gearbox breaking and having 6th gear for the last couple of laps. Still managing to win.
Yes, good choices. Well, as you say, if anyone wants to put theirs in the chat for us, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Certainly would. Certainly would. Also, you got, isn't it, Massa won? Well, he won the race in 08.
Yes, he did. My other one would have to be, again, linking back to the numbers, because I was a massive Jenson Button fan back in the day, would be the 09 Charger from 14th.
Okay, yeah, fair.
To win the title.
Sure. Yeah, good call.
Because I remember someone messaging me over Facebook just going, "Are you watching the Grand Prix for this one?" He goes, "Yes, now let me gnaw my nails down in peace." And
Vettel, when you mentioned comebacks, well, Ants put it up there. Vettel comeback, yeah, he spun in turn 4 and fought back as well. Yeah, good call, very good call. Do you got to say, the sprint race, Lewis absolutely, well, technically winning, passing the whole field.
That is true.
Last to first challenge, completed it. There's going to be plenty, isn't there? We've had a few very wet races as well.
Yeah, we have, yes. Jordan's last win as well, actually. And it's ironic that I mentioned that, being that I'm technically driving for that team at the moment. The previous iteration of them. Yeah,
so... Yeah, plenty to go on. Thank you, Ant, for that. Now, safety car is in now. Now then, this is going to be interesting. Stefan did not go. Yeah, the Oka.
Ah, yes. We can never forget that one.
Exactly.
We've got a spammer in the chat.
We certainly do. I'll be getting blocked, so don't you worry about that one. But while we're going, we are back racing. LOL didn't have to get the jump on Reese, who's now got Bergen again for company. Is Bergen going to have a look? Rambo, unfortunately, he's just trying to keep out of the way. Bergen tries to go, but look at that Dynamite goes down the outside of Bergen into turn 1, while LOL has just absolutely disappeared.
What's happened to Sarge? He's dropped.
Yeah, Sarge has had a moment as well. He's gone way down. Bergen trying to fight back on Dynamite on the inside. Can he do it? He can't. He just gets squeezed. And now we're going. We are back racing, of course. Now, I don't know, he just didn't have to get a jump. I do apologise, I missed that, folks. I was trying to deal with the spammer in the chat. If any one of our admins are there, Mr. Hills in particular, please could you deal with that one for me? That would be fantastic. No, we've got Reese now catching back up. I think Stefan had to do that. He had to somehow get that break away. He had to go and he did, yeah. He knows those guys in the softs are going to be absolutely on a charge. They're going to have a pinata behind them.
Dynamite 15 laps difference in the age of the tyres.
Yep, exactly that.
This is going to be an amazing 5 laps.
Everyone pretty much is on the soft compound tyres. Stefan trying to stick it out. You know, he's going to outscore J Sarge, who at this stage of the race is not going to score any points, unfortunately, which is going to help Saviour, of course, and LOL in their battle. And again, I meant to look a bit further back and see. Well, Dynamite's up there, of course, currently in 3rd. This is going to be mega for him, who's hounding the back of the McLaren. Where have we seen a Red Bull McLaren fight before? But then we've also got the 2 McLarens behind them as well.
Seconds.
Yep, Calvin's got another penalty. He got one a little bit earlier on, I do believe. But Dynamite's got to push. He needs to get past these guys. He's got 3-second penalty, don't forget. And with the way they'd spread at the minute, this could really drop him down to the outer reaches of the top 10 as it stands. Saviour will benefit from Joni dropping down as well, as Reese is right on the back. Those soft tyres now really coming into their own with 5 more racing laps to go. As Sarge gets another penalty, and if on his own, you'd have to say down there in 16th, it's been another day to forget, unfortunately, for the champ. And Reese then gets the drive through the curve with Assault. No, you are. Look at that. LOL used all of his ERS already. Is he going to be close enough to have a look at the turn 4? Ooh, thought about it. But LOL very good on the brakes. There's been a spin of something's happened in Sector 1, but it's
Dynamite's
cleared up now. Look
right
at this.
up Reese's gearbox.
Yeah, but Reese is also having a look at LOL, so it's a 3-way battle. Potentially for the win, but Bergen's up there. He's standing as a potential podium spot at the moment. Saviour as well, desperate to get up there. The championship going into the final round of the season next week, down under in Australia, of course. Do not forget, do not miss that. Set a timer, set a subscription, set what you like, do not miss it. But look at that, Reese really gets the drive out of young cow, and he's LOL's using whatever's left of his ERS, but he's flashing already. The DRS is now wide open. Is he going to get done by 2 drivers? Kid Dynamite is going on the inside, and they've already passed him. Is Kid going to have a go for the lead into turn 1? He's side by side, he's gone on the inside, there's a little bit of contact. Oh, it's gone!
Contact! Oh no!
Oh my days, Bergen's gone round as well. What happened to LOL? I think he had to take a void in action from Dynamite as Rambo's gone from the session. He's he's gone at the top of the hill now, actually. Yeah, too late for that one. Just going to be yellow flags. It is a safety car! It is a safety car!
Never mind.
I thought it was a bit late for that, but maybe just where Ryan unfortunately has lost it through.
Is this going to be a 1-lap shootout?
We might get 2. We'll probably have 1 lap behind them, and then we'll be going again.
They're all quite bunched up together.
But look at this, Saviour now. Fresh tyres, tyres. Bergen and Reese have been stuck together since lap 1. Are there again, and Saviour now looking good, you'd have to say, for podium spot at least. And this is where, folks, we may have safety car, we may have a lap or so behind them, but do not go anywhere, do not disappear, the 30 of you. Grab your friends, say, hey, get on this. This is where it's at, Monday night, MRC. Don't forget, we will be disappearing off from F1 2021 a week on Friday, where we'll see the finale of the MRCX Championship, and then we'll be heading straight over to the brand new F1 2022, and I'm sure before then, we have a few surprises in store for you, so keep your eyes peeled on our YouTube channel as we will offer some sneak. Yeah, certainly will. Ring the bell. We'll have a few tasters ready for you before the season opener, which is in Austria, I do believe.
Ooh, very good track to start out with.
You say that. Actually, well, wasn't for us. It was interesting for us.
You only don't like it because the fact is you get booed every time you go there.
No, it's because I seem to get T-boned by a certain co-commentator in Turn 1.
And the fact is that the Red Bull fans boo you every time you go.
Yeah, there might be that.
I'm kidding.
But hey, you know, battle to second with side pod damage for a full race. I can't complain.
No. You can't really.
No. I mean, I can try. It doesn't work. No one listens.
Welcome to my world.
Now, are we going to see the safety car? It is! It is. We're going to have 2 laps. No more DRS. Don't forget, folks, as well. This is going to be done on pure pace, pure ERS alone, and we are going to have a look at the telemetry.
Yep. Saviour's got 5. Ujoni 7, but Ujoni and Alex have got the penalties. They've got younger tyres, but they've got the penalties.
Yeah, both have 3 seconds. Stefan could get back up into 4th with this one. He may even get a bit higher, but we're going to see the tyres. We have seen the tyres now. We are already racing. Reese decides to drop the hammer down. Is Saviour under pressure from Ujoni? He is already. Ujoni looking at the inside of the championship leader. He goes on the inside into turn 1. The camera angle didn't really help with that one. Saviour managed to hold him on the outside. Goes deep through turn 2 and very wide. Is he going to be under pressure from his teammate as well? Gets boxed in a little bit, but Ujoni's gone past. That's really going to hamper him. That's really no save he wanted from the restart, but further back from Alex as well as Stefan. And the Karim Benzema going to wheel, and he's having a battle with Stefan, but Ujoni has managed to get past Saviour. Bergen manages to well, that's helped Bergen just a little bit. Has to breathe a little bit easy. Has to be careful though. They're very, very quick behind him. These have got the a bit longer on the tyres. And he also
draw the back of that Mercedes from memory tonight.
Yeah, he certainly will.
Yeah, behind it.
Yeah, well, they've had a few ding-dongs. Bergen's been past race a few times, and this is where now they are going to be pushing like crazy. One more lap to go at the end of this one, folks, and there's a yellow flag. Someone's going to set to 2. That is Mr. Bailey has gone round. Don't know if there's any contact. He was fighting at the lower reaches of the order. But I tell you what, Bergen's had a little bit of a poor run. Ujoni's going to have the run on him. Deployment's actually used. That shows how much he's been using his ERS throughout that restart. As Saviour's really dropped further back now. He's going to settle, I think, well, he's going to have to fight actually for 4th in this race, which will become 3rd with Ujoni's penalty. Jess Sarge is now retired. Oh my days, he's actually gone as Jess Sarge.
It's gone from bad to worse.
The curse continues for the 3-time champ. Could we see him potentially losing his crown this season? You'd have to say he's nearly out of the championship running if Saviour continues this form. With a couple of races left to go. Well, only one, I should say, after this. Scratch is getting another penalty. Reese has got 0.6 of a second. He's got Bergen still up his chuff.
Bergen's too far back, I think. He wants to have a go up the hill, but I don't think he's close enough.
I don't think so. As Bergen got much ERS left, he does, but so does Reese as it recharges the light braking zone. Uses 4 gears. Reese doesn't want any slip to go, but I tell you what, from near the back of the grid, Reese Wickham in the Mercedes is going to take the win. Use all his ERS just to make sure it takes the win by a second. Bergen, fantastic race from him. Saviour does take 3rd on the final podium spot. Ujoni in 4th. G-Start will take 5th. Stefan is in 6th. Seppi, after that early tangle, he's now going to come back and fought back up to 7th. Alex in 8th. The Slayer in 9th. Karim Benzema takes the final point scoring position. Dynamite in 11th. Unfortunate for him after that contact. Spins him round in turn 1. He's in 11th. MTO in 12th. Calvin has got, well, he's got 13th. It'll do for him. I think he can't be too disheartened with that. Gatien in 14th. Liverpool 15th. The Afro Man in 15th. 15th spot, and I haven't seen who finished the last of the runners. Reese Wickham, rightly so, gets the game's driver of the day. I tell you what, so much fantastic racing there.
What a night.
It is. And they made me had a howl about 4 times tonight. I can't cope with these guys. I'm glad we're going to have one more week and I get some time off.
Yeah, I hope so, but last time partnership's up on this game, Hodge.
It is, my friend. It certainly is, and it has been an absolute pleasure, of course. But let's have
me again.
Yeah, of course, we've got to have you back, and I'm sure you'll be around next season with us as well.
Yeah.
Last partnership game, we may be back in a few weeks' time, but there we are. Reese from 19th on the grid takes the victory, the one-stop strategy. Bergen was up his trumpet most of the race. He finishes in second. He's got to be happy with that one. And then Saviour takes the final podium spot. Joni in 4th. G-Star in 5th. Stefan did the one-stop as well. He's in 6th. Seppi in 7th after 3 stops, so a good recovery from him. Safety cars helped out massively. Alex in 8th. Slayer in 9th. Kareem Benjamin 10th. The Dynamite is in 11th, MTO 12th, Calvin outside the points 13th, Gatian 14th, Liverpool 15th, Ballboy and Mr. Blowhole himself. 4-shot late spin, he finishes in 17th spot. And then the non-finishers, Jay Sarge, Rambo and Queen Liz, they did not manage to finish this race. Who was at the fastest lap of the race? It was only the Reese. He takes the points, the top points, or maximum 26 with him tonight.
Toto will be a very, very happy man.
Yes, sirree. But there we are, folks. That is your action for your Monday evening. I'm glad you've hoped. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to check on the description. Log on and have a look for your driver of the day. Will you vote for Reese Bergen, a third place man, Saviour? Who will you vote for? We will find out when the results are in tomorrow. Again, Andrew, absolute pleasure this season, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me back. It's been a pleasure to commentate on these guys. With the skill they have, it's just been splendid to watch. So again, thanks for having me back on this one, and we'll look forward to seeing them all in the next game again and see what we can all do. It's a learning curve for all of us.
It certainly is, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to it now. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for taking part. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Tier 1. That will be us for this evening. We will of course be live from 7 o'clock on Wednesday, where we will see the Tier 3 drivers do battle around the Interlagos circuit with Tier 4 following suit. And then, of course, Friday, 7:30, a little bit later, for your diary, MRCX will be here as well to round off your week of racing. But for now, that is all for Andrew and I. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely evening, folks, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Take care, all. Have a good one.